Hello, 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 and welcome back to some more Rune Factory 2 Watering Can Only Run with your host, me. Okay, now, I know at the end of the last episode I said that we're done with the, pharmacy stuff until we get, what we need for Levelizer. However, we still have, like, 14 more, whatever this stuff is, round off, that we can still make. So I want to just get rid of all of it. Just sell all of this junk. So I quickly sell all of that. Make the last 14 just to get it out of the inventory. And then I'll be good. And then we'll do a once over to check around everywhere to see what all we've done. Do the rest of this here day. Because I believe, still, yeah, the only thing we need is to finish growing those couple of flowers. Cinnamon, let go of the wall. And it might sound like I'm in a little bit of a hurry here, which doesn't make sense because it's still going to be about an hour no matter how fast or slow I go. But the reason why it seems like I'm in a bit of a hurry is because I have a lot of meetings planned for today. For some reason, I'm not sure how it all happened. I'm expecting a call from Expedia around 2 p.m. Actually, thinking of which, I should probably charge my phone so it's good and ready for when that happens, because my phone's at like 3%. I didn't charge it last night and it drained a lot of battery power for whatever reason. It's already like noon. Plus, I have a meeting for the pony convention I didn't go to, so I'll probably just, like... Do I have to come in and say anything? Really? That's supposed to be a long meeting today, because it's the talk about, okay, what went well and what went poorly. What went poorly is my airplane. Like, I have no idea what happened with my department, and I really hope it was all good. Apparently my stuff has already been shipped to me. However, I was not yet given a quote on what I owe. So once I know that, then I can send it to the person that I owe the money to, and everything will be all squared away. That should get here sometime over the course of the next week. And I agreed to pay a little bit extra for insurance on the shipment, but not for tracking on the shipment. Ugh. I haven't had many things get lost in the mail. When stuff gets lost in the mail, it is really annoying. I remember once when I was like a teenager, my mom sent me some money for my birthday. That got lost in the mail. But fortunately, I'm pretty sure that it was a check, so all was well. Yeah, don't send cash in the mail. So I'm just trying to think about... Just thinking about the dream I had last night, which really went all over the place, but one specific part of it was I was playing a game where the objective of the game is to escape from like an island before, I don't know, before your character dies from like the hazards or whatever. You as a team have to escape from this island. And normally it's in groups of 4, but I didn't have anyone to play it with, so I was playing it solo. So I went in, so I went into it, and and it's like, okay, it's like, you have to do a lot of stuff to unlock all of the triggers to actually escape. You can't just, like, swim away. That's not good enough. So I went out onto the island to, you know, explore, see what I had to work with, and there was a boat, like, on the shore that was just starting to leave, where I'm like, wait, what? And as I get up to it, I notice, like, 3 people, or, like, you know, 3 characters, whatever, in the boat. I'm just like, oh, hey, come on, take me with you. And it's like, oh, sorry, the boat only seats 4. It's like, there's 3 of you. It's like, yeah, we're waiting on our friend. And then someone else comes, like, running down the beach, gets in a boat, and the 4 of them just, like, leave. And it's like, I would argue against the whole the boat only seats 4 thing, but it is, a video game. So that's understandable. Because they were from, like, the previous group that was trying to escape, and for some reason I was put, like, in on their server or something. So, like, they were in, like, the cutscene of leaving. The island got reset back to defaults, and I was plopped into there instead of having my own server to work into. At least I think the island was reset to default. If it wasn't, then I don't think I'd be able to escape. And sure enough, I'm trying to see if I actually need any other tools. I don't think so. And sure enough, some banshee came up, trying to attack me. Wait. No. I thought that said 665. So there I am, running backwards around the island, because instead of just running away from it, I want to make sure it doesn't try anything tricky. So speaking of scary games and whatnots, Chandra gifted me a copy of Lethal Company a few days ago, so I've been wanting to play that, but I don't have anyone to play it with. Chandra does own it herself, but she's, like, busy all the time, and I'm not even sure if her computer is able to run the game, so we're gonna have to figure out how to make all that work. Okay, that's watered, that's watered. All of the crops are already watered, and the animals have been taken care of. Yeah, that's good. I guess it's mostly just a matter of just killing time, really. Yeah, I know how we can kill time. We can grind up a skill. I've heard of this one that sounds interesting. It's called Pharmacy. Wait. And also today, it's not just a phone call and a meeting I have to go to, but also, like, my first D&D session in probably about a month. Because the sessions kept getting cancelled for various reasons. Have I mentioned that I'm on, like, 2 D&D groups. Yeah, because I'm kind of on 2 D&D groups. Hello, Cinnamon. Alright, it's Monday. That won't be open. I feel like there is nothing to do for the rest of this in-game day. Can't go to the bathhouse to heal. Almost might as well just... bloop. Can't even see how far you can water with that. Yeah, I'm part of like 2 D&D groups, and we meet at like the same time each week. However, like it alternates between, it alternates between the 2 games. So like the DM of one is a player in the other, and vice versa. The DM of that one is a player in the first one. I seem to have cuts these days. I think that's a remark on my character's super low health stat right now. Like, I could start potioning up and grinding some mining levels. Like, I could absolutely do that. But that would just be more so grinding for just the sake of grinding. And unless I actually need or have a specific reason to want a higher mining level, it's no real point of just spending the time to get them. I think what most stats I could probably do that way. I think communication is just using the brush, maybe using the brush on an animal. Time is stopped in the barn. So not perfectly good. Let's look at the stats. Weapons, I think you just have to like swing a weapon to get that. Magic, you have to cast a spell. If it can use health, then that's fine. Farming, use the watering can. Logging, use the axe. Mining, use the hammer. Fishing, use the fishing rod. Pharmacy, I mean, you see me grind up some pharmacy levels. Forging. Again, just buy a sword and just start throwing a bunch of whatever's on it. I don't need more forging, I guess. Accessories, start making whatever accessories. Cooking, start, you know, see if I can buy food that can make a meal. Camping, use sleeping bags in dungeons. And communication, which is like the brush. It's easy enough. Yeah, I still really like how it was in Rune Factory 4, where you could grind up experience levels of stuff, skill levels, just by farming. Every time you pick up the note, you get 1 skill level, but there's about a 1 in 4 chance that you get a big note that raises up your rune points all the way up, and gives you just a +1 to a stat, or a +3 to health. That was very useful. Do. Alright, so chicken, cow, and sheep. Okay, so I only have to start brushing at floor 9, I guess. And once I reach cow 17, 18, 19, 20. Sure. What was it? Right, so yeah. 2 separate D&D games. One of them, somewhat Fallout inspired, more or less. Where I've come to find out that the rest of the team is really, like, every member is, like, rather overpowered. And my character was a vending machine. Yeah, played as an intelligent magical item. And after watching Reincarnate as a vending machine a bit, I thought it'd be funny to play as a vending machine, and the DM was all like, okay. And it's Fallout inspired, so I was like a Nuka-Cola machine. I think I got 3 eggs from 1 chicken. At least it looked like I did. At least you grab from a random applicable chicken sometimes. The game lags just a little bit here. Don't mind anything. Oh, wait. I started playing a game and finished the entire game, like, yesterday. So that's cool. Even though I don't have any immediate, like, stuff to go to start doing. Like, I don't have a convention coming up in a few months. The closest thing I have is maybe going to Edmonton for, like, a day or 2 in late March. Just for the 1-day magic event. I mean, could be fun to do. F-16 is so cute. Never mind. So yeah, even though I don't have any specific events or reasons why I would have to take a break from recording coming up in the near future, it's still a good idea to keep recording like at least 3 videos a day. Keep track of the schedule, keep working on it. It's easier to fully make the schedule when I have like a full like allotment of videos to upload. The semi-daily videos, I'm in a little bit of a rut with it only being recorded like, you know, hours before they're uploaded. That's a little issue that I'm in. Yeah, Momodori, I finished playing the game at about like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I set like episode 1 to upload for noon. Should that be noon yesterday as of the release of this? Because hey, Saturday. I think I need to milk those cows. Yeah, communication level 44. So again, just get... Yeah, just get some potions, bring the brush, just come over here and just keep spamming out the brush on an animal and raising that communication level. I don't know what the communication level does. At least in Rune Factory 4, it seemed like actually raising the levels did specific things. Raising defense means you take less damage. Can I end that game with like level 300 defense or something on the watering can route? Because literally the defense stat was my... Yeah, that's partially why I wanted to try to do like a monk challenge, a monk run in that game, was because of stuff like the defense stat. Deeper fluoride, B12. But yeah, I was just remembering how in, yeah, I was just remembering way back in the day of, like, the, playing like Oblivion on the PS3, plug a keyboard into the PS3 so I can do text chat a lot easier. And, like, when I first did that, I didn't think it was actually going to work, and then it actually worked. I was all like, really? I could have just done this the entire time. This is a thing I could just do. Just plug a keyboard right in, start on typing, everything's fine. I feel like I should have something right here, too. Anyway. I saw the animal shed. I'm like, oh, gotta take care of the animals. It's like, yeah, that mission has already been done. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is... I'm like, yeah, I can see why someone would play it for hours and hours and hours. Like, it definitely has the ability for one to play it. Like, I played it for like an hour just to try to get through one fight, and I couldn't even get through that much. I kept dying in it. You can go and watch the Baldur's Gate 3 videos if you want more details about it, but suffice it to say, or it should suffice to say, yeah. I've had a few episodes recently where I basically spend an entire hour and barely do anything because I think that the game is going to autosave when I get to a new area, and then it doesn't, and then I die, and then I have to redo all the stuff I just did to get to where I now am, and make sure to actually keep saving along the way. why doesn't the game autosave when you get to a new area, huh? Hey, farming skill up. Let's leave. So it's Tuesday, so she shouldn't be selling the things that make like the wool and the yogurt and whatnot. But also I haven't seen her yet, so maybe she's on the island? What else is up? Magic spoilers are coming out. It is kind of disappointing that there are no... I think so far... Yeah, Magic spoilers been coming out for, I think, 3 days now. And only 2 actual colorless cards, like colorless identity cards, have been spoiled. One of which is a land. It's basically like an Evolving Wilds or Terramorphic Expanse, but actually strictly better. Because in addition to having the tap, sack, search for a basic land, it enters tapped line that Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse have, you can also tap and sack it. Target creature with power 2 or less cannot be blocked this turn. So like I said, strictly better than a card that actually sees play in lower powered commander decks. I just feel like I should point out that without getting large sized wool, oh shoot, it's the first. Oh, and sheep 6 didn't get barraged. First 2 rooms of sheep, I can shear them potentially for large wool, except the second room has one that needs to be brushed. Alright, let's do this. Shear the flowers and water the sheep. What, did this sheep not get food or something? Like, what's wrong? Maybe it's just a little bit sick and there's nothing that was actually my specific fault on it? Potentially? Maybe? I don't know. Wait. Large fleece? I still got a large fleece from the, Happiness 9 sheep, unless it actually is. E. 5. Oh, right. That list doesn't go far enough down to actually be able to get all of the animals, because even though they put in support for getting this many animals, they didn't think that a player would actually want to get this many animals and also want to check on the friend levels of this many animals, despite making an end game item that requires like top tier animal drops. Yeah. Gotta say though, shout out to Harvest Moon. Not only are there like small, medium, and large versions of like the animal drops, there's also like gold versions. If they like you enough, they'll just be gold. And also shout out to Rune Factory, where I think it's the amount that the critter likes you determines the size of the drop for ones that have multiple sizes, like eggs, milk, and wool. But their level determines, like, the level of their drop. Wait, do all the chickens just like me? Chickens. Do all the sheep just like me enough now? Those are only level 9, but that's enough to get large tier stuff. So I don't have to brush them, but I should still brush those sheeps just to get them to level 10, just in case something happens that drops their friendliness. They'll still be at 9 instead of being at 8, and still drop large stuff instead of potentially medium. Well, I have a full harvest of all of my stuff, and I'm ready to go for all of that. I don't have monsters that can water this. Whatever. Yeah, some of the magic spoilers have been really weird. There's like basically a new Stuffy doll, but in like mono black. Except it's a Stuffy doll that's basically already guilty. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, so the new magic set is a murder mystery theme. A murder has happened, but nobody knows who did it. Blah blah blah. And it has the 10 a.m. and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Sudden? Who's pinging me? Okay, I don't know how my department did at Van Hoover, because I wasn't there. I really thought that people would ask more questions about it, but it either seemed to go very smoothly or not happen at all. So I hope it went very smoothly. Alright, let's go and explore some land areas and start clearing out places. Sure, because why not? But, I don't know. Eat. Okay. Oh, cool. I was so close to a level up. Oh. Level 41, attack 46. Yeah, so, right. It's a murder mystery theme. So one of the mechanics is suspect. You can, certain cards allow you to suspect a creature. If a creature is suspected, then it has menace and it cannot block. Oh, right, it's not like later games where the hammer gets an AoE upon charging. It still only hits one space. Yeah, I mean, I don't need this field to be all tilled anymore, so yeah, taking some time to clear out fields. Whatever. Again, it feels like the most obvious solution to getting to the juicy parts that I want to get to, because, hey, 81 episodes in already. It's just, you know, wake up, take care of the animals and the plants, go back to sleep. Wake up, take care of animals and plants, go back to sleep. What was the other thing we needed for levelizers again? I feel like the last thing was something that could be bought. But in case that specific store happens to be closed tomorrow, I should go and check out what is needed so I can buy, say, 12 of it. Now, I think it's what, every 2 days? Every 3 days we can harvest from all of our animals. That's 12 levelizers, like every 2 days or something. Oh, time for lunch! I just have tomatoes. Right. 2 4-leaf clovers, so not something that can be bought, but I have to finish growing it. Right, that's a bit annoying, actually. Although I do have, I think it's, what, 8 batches of 4-leaf clover growing at once?
Hello, good afternoon.
It's still potentially not quite enough.
Hi, afternoon.
Oh. And so 8 batches of 4-leaf clovers. Only one more little tiny strip of farmable land in here, huh? The screen protector on my computer is all disheveled right at the side. Because the buttons for the controller part are very, very close to the screen. So usually when I start hitting buttons, instead of doing it with like the pad of my thumb. I was gonna say finger or digit, but no, it's just my thumb for these buttons here. Instead of using the pad, I usually wind up using, like, my nail to hit them. Especially if I have to, like, mash click. But what often happens is because it's so close to the screen, I wind up just, like, hitting the very edge of the screen with my nail instead. Which has been pulling up the screen protector a bit. Also, the corner of the screen protector has been pulled up a bit just because I tried putting my computer in my purse and it didn't really like that, but that's a slightly different matter. I guess I could go for 2 extra 4-leaf clover batches here. That feels like so much extra work for so little extra payoff, you know? Hi. And now I can't even buy the 4-leaf clovers because the shop is already, like, closed for the day, so... Oh well. It's weird, doesn't the shop say that that it's supposed to still be open? Like, you can still go in.
Hi there.
But you can't buy stuff anymore. Are you supposed to be able to buy stuff from mana? Like, by the sounds of it, you're supposed to. But I can't. And it's like, I don't know if that's a glitch, or if it's just like, nope, she doesn't sell stuff to you unless you're her kid, or I don't know. Or she just doesn't sell stuff to you. Because that seems weird and arbitrary. Yeah, with 32 4-leaf clovers. Yeah. Wait, 32? Alright, yeah, it's not 32. With 72 4-leaf clovers, that's 36. God, everything just went wrong there for a moment. So yeah, so the harvest would be 72 4-leaf clovers. With 72 4-leaf clovers, I'm bound to get, 36 levelizers. So I could make, parts for 12 others every 2 days. I have enough for, 3 days worth, so if it's true that sheep regrow their wool in 2 days, then in essence, I just have to somehow make all of the 4-leaf clovers grow in a span of 6 days. But if I use 2 extra seeds on those last 2 parts of the island, then that would be 90. Although I don't think that would, considering it's groups of 12. Yeah. Right? 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. Oh, yeah, 8. So it's like, oh yeah, that seems like, 7 groups of 12, except considering that 2 4-leaf clovers are needed for each one, that's not actually, 7 groups, it's like 3.5 groups of 24. It is summer, so I could also grow some 4-leaf clovers just on the farm. That would also be an option. Oh, right, I never upgraded this, huh? Just to binge a few extra levels of clovers. I wonder if I'll remember to do that next episode. I wonder if I'll remember to start growing extra 4-leaf clovers. And talk to UA to try to actually get the specialty deal. Yeah, should I upgrade the rest of my tools up to top level? I don't know. I'm really hoping that these actually do grow in summer, because I'm pretty sure the island is the summer season. Yeah, because we have spring, fall, and winter, so if the island is summer, and it is summer now, we're only 15 days into summer, so hopefully we still have enough time to grow an entire couple of batches. Let's say 6 batches here. 8. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 batches here, because every 3 batches, more or less, gives us 1 extra thing. 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what, considering that we have monsters to do all of the watering here, all we have to worry about is, tilling the soil in the first place, and then actually planting the seeds, and then harvesting them when the time comes. So you know what, let's just get as much of our field planted as possible, and then, I guess next episode, count up the number, see if it takes less than 15 days, so less than 14 days, I guess, to grow the stuff, and hopefully it only takes less, and then we can just get an entire harvest of 4-leaf clovers to use, and then just store for just, like, a bunch of levelizers in the future. Do, 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 do. and tilt the entire field for the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18. 30. So, yeah, just, 32 plant seeds.
Good evening.
Remember in other Rune Factory games you could actually stop someone in their tracks? Just by standing in front of them? Also, YouTube video that I had paused started playing, but I don't think that showed up on the recordings. That's cool. Now for this part of the episode. It's time to hammer. I mean, I figure I am getting a little tiny bit of mining experience doing this, so... maybe the next episode I'll be able to tell y'all how this all went down, but in the meantime, I don't know, go watch episode 1 of Momodoya and everybody tell me all the stuff I missed that I'm potentially going to wind up getting in future episodes of Momodoya that have already been recorded. Also, tell me if I should play the other Momodoya games as well. I'm very tempted to, but I'm not sure if I should. Or, I'm not sure if I should just go and start playing them right away. They seem... I mean, it's Momodoya. Whatever. Indie Metroidvania games. Apparently there's 3 other games? At least? But anyway, until then... Good night, everybody!